Hey everyone, Corey Harlock here, owner and creator of KeyHire Solutions, where we work with small business owners to help them stop grinding and start growing from organizational charts, span of control, communication cadence, all the way down to new role development and acquisition. Anyway, enough about me. Today I want to talk about it's not me, it's you. And this is kind of something we come up against pretty regularly. A small business owner. They've created business. They've been grinding blood, sweat, and tears for however long, years, to get a thriving business. And then, for whatever reason, they hit a wall, and we transition them through this period of being a new business into transitioning into leadership, bringing in expertise into their business. And even though we go out they go out and they find people who are really good at what they need done in their business, those people fail. And I kind of want to explore why that might be happening. So there's a couple of things at play here. When we create a business, we start a business, we don't think of scale. So the processes and procedures that are often created aren't based on how can we scale the business, but they're out of necessity. Then as the business grows and gets busy, we don't have the time, we don't have the talent or experience, and we don't have the capacity, the people who understand what it takes to build a process and procedure for a scaling business in our business. So we just keep operating as we were, right? And so the business gets to a point where it is maxed out in terms of the only input we can change is time. We think, well, if we just work harder, we can do more business. And we all know that's not a recipe for success because time is finite. There's only 24 hours a day. We can't add hours a day to grow your business. The only thing we can do is create scalable process and procedure that will allow us. And process and procedure needs to be broken and reinvented multiple times through the growth cycle of a business. But as the business owner, we get stuck with kind of two competing mindsets here. Number one is, this process works. It got me to where I am. So we don't need to change anything. It's an effective process and procedure. I often say my job is, a business owner builds this business and it's their baby. And oftentimes my job is to tell them that their baby is ugly. And it's not the nicest thing to say, but sometimes you have to say, hey, you did a great job getting it to here, but now we need to break it. We need to bring in new ideas and new philosophies and new process and procedure primarily, and people with the experience and capacity to build those process and procedure to get you to the next level. Belief number two is this, and this is another one. I've done another blog on it, and we'll put a link to that blog in this one, but they fall in love or they get addicted to the chaos. And what I mean by that is they stop believing that people are paying for their product or service to be delivered effectively, and they start believing that their people are paying them because it's hard for them to deliver the product and service. So you're not paying me for my quality or my efficiency or my accuracy or the ease of business. You're paying me what you pay me because it's hard for me to deliver and I'm earning every penny. And I've seen this a number of times with a few different clients where, if you just implemented a new CRM or ERP or any number of things you could do to ease the chaos and make it easier to deliver, and they reject it because they think if you make it easier, their product doesn't have the value. So those are kind of the two things we're looking at, right? So when I say it's not me, it's you, this is often why when we bring that talent in, right? That expert talent, that big ticket talent, well, we paid a ton of money and hired someone and they didn't do anything. And it's because oftentimes they want to break the process. And the business owner is saying, no, we don't want to break it. What we're doing has worked for 8 years. Why would we change it when in fact, what you need to do is change? I want to give all you business owners something to listen to. There's a podcast out there, James Altucher, and he interviewed a guy named Tucker Max. Now, Tucker Max wrote a book called I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. I've never read the book. I'm not an advocate for Tucker Max. But what I am trying to get through to you is what he said. So he started a business called Book in a Box, and it was thriving. Man, it was going crazy. And when it hit a certain point, he fired himself as the CEO of the company, hired a new CEO, and took a job reporting to that CEO because he understood that he couldn't take the business to the next level. And so that's an extreme case of letting go, right? Letting someone else have influence into your business and bring ideas and break your process and try something new. As a business owner, if you are struggling, if you're at that crux right now where it's hard, everyone's working a ton, quality's gone down, OTD has gone down, workplace, your culture is suffering, people are unhappy, people are quitting, this could be it, right? Is there something that you can do that would ease your delivery or improve your culture that's different than what you have been doing and maybe a 180 from what you have done? So I just want to plant that seed with you, but listen to that, snippet of that podcast and just hear what he has to say. It's some pretty interesting stuff. Other than that, that's all I have for you today. So I'll sign off. So thank you so much for your time today. Stop grinding, start growing your business, and I hope to be talking to you soon.